Hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to this second episode of my Learn to Play series. As you can see, things have changed. Everything's gone. Okay, so one of the first things I want to do today is basically do a bit of tidying up. Okay, so before I do that though, you may notice in the corner here, I've got a little chest. So, what we've got here, so you will see these events come up. Okay, so these are some cosmetics, I believe. Some animation over. All right, shush you. All right, so yeah, you happens on a regular basis. You've got little games, little things you can do. It's normally you open a chest or you basically click. You get these treasure keys as you go through. So as you complete quests, you'll get these treasure keys. Okay, and each one of these treasure keys is one go. So here I'm going to attack this pesky imp, and it's going to drop some stuff, and you get some really cool things as time goes on. So let's see what we get today. What do we get? We've got 50 springs. Okay, so we'll put that in our backpack. You said, see if I can. Oh, hang on, we've got to do this. So oddments are currency. Yes. So you see these little things, oddments. These are a premium, kind of like a premium currency. Okay, you get these from these little games you do. You can get them from special events. Okay, so we can spend them in the oddment store, and they can allow you to get things like extra keys and other bits and pieces. Alright, so do I want to use these 50 springs, or would I rather change into oddments? Now, if I'm honest, I don't really need springs. A spring cleaner can be used to upgrade the spring cleaner to unlock additional functions. Well, I haven't really got anything else, have I? So here's the oddment store. You can see I've got lots of things. I can buy more keys, so 400. So there are lots of little bits here to do with leveling up. Enchanted notepaper. Okay, so I'm going to leave that alone. And instead I'm going to stick that in my backpack, because why not? So here's my backpack. So you'll notice that basically when you bring something up, it stays, and you bring up these little tabs here. You see? And what we can do is we can actually move them around and reset these. Alright. You can also increase the size of things, so we can make our mini map bigger or smaller, which allows us to cover more area. So now I can click further away. So if I move that out of the way, drop that down, there we go. Now when I get it to a way that I like, I hit the lock button, just there, and that locks it in place. And the headers are gone, and now that's there. I can't shift it. Won't move. Okay, obviously I'm not going to leave that there. That's stupid. Oh, that's my yak track list. Now, I did come in yesterday, actually. I should open this, shouldn't I? Here we go. Skilling chest. What have I got? Oh, notepaper, a dungeoneering token box. How many did I get? Where's my chat gone, dude? No, not community. I want my chat box back. That gives me combat setting. Oh, I'll find it. As I said, I am not very good at these. What we got? Group chat, group trade, all chat. Ah, here we go. So I've got 10 dungeoneering tokens. Okay. And they're in their Towley mine. So we'll leave that alone. Anyway, off we go. So I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to have a bit of a play around with this, and I will see you in a second. There we go. That's a lot better. So, I would like to take all the credit for this and say this is all mine. This is not. I've been having a look around on YouTube, and I've been having a few guides. And so what I've done is a lot of this has been copied from what I've seen. But so the advice is, so we've got our chat function down in the bottom corner on here. We've got then things like familiar, prayer, emotes all down here. I've got my action bars in the middle. Okay, and then what I've done. Okay, so let's show you how to do this. And so if we go to settings and edit layout mode. Okay, so this is the first thing I did. Okay, so I've got my load here, and it's my custom one. And one of the first things I did, I went to my, if you go back to that, so if I just show you that again. So if we go to edit layout mode and go to advanced options, one of the first things I did. So here you can customize lots of things where it all pops up. Now I am not really playing with that at all. Okay, but what I did was I went to central interface, this one here, and clicked that. Well, not that one. Sorry, where is it now? Game view. Here we go. Game view. See the screen? It's changing, getting a little bar at the top. And what I've done is I've resized that a little bit smaller. See, my OCD. I've been trying to line all of these up. It's been driving me crackers. So what I've done is I've actually shrunk the game view down so that it sits on top of all of these bars here as well. Okay, so let's come out of that. Okay, so we can discard those changes. Oh no, hang on, what are you back? So actually, I want to change this one here. So let's undo my little padlock. Okay, so this little padlock down here, and what we can do, you can see these little headers have appeared on all the separate bars. All right, so I'm just gonna, you can just resize it. So I'm gonna drag that across, and you can rearrange them to your heart's content. Okay, if you want to be change a lot more of the settings, so you'll notice I've got all these action bars here. Where do these come from? If you go into settings, okay, and you go to combat and action bars. All right, so here we can change the size of our revolution. So you see that gold box there, revolution, we can increase that if we want to increase the number of different moves in our revolution. So I've just kept it to the first 4. Come on, there we go. All right. So this is all the combat, but here's action bars. Okay, so what I've done is I've added in all of the extra action bars, and I've set them to 4, 5, 6, and 7. And in here, as time goes on and I get better, I'm going to put the key bindings in there. Okay, so I'm going to be able to hopefully use those a lot more efficiently. But what I've done is action bars 1, 2, and 3, I've set them to a preset. So I've set the first one to melee, the second one to range, and the third one to magic. Okay, and then these won't interfere with these 3. Okay, so I put those on, and I've sized them directly underneath, along with my magic book and my defensive abilities as well. And my magic book's really useful because that's got all my teleports in there and all my skilling things. Now I've filtered out anything I don't have access to keep it a little bit neater. All right, what I've done with I haven't done it with that one there. Yeah, that's all the bits I've done in there. Okay, so if I come back out of this, all right, now when I hit lock, what I've done is these will now disappear like that. If you want to know how I got them so narrow, by the way, it is under action bars. Where are you? I've been playing around with this for ages, and then you forget where everything is.
2,000 years later.
Ah, here we go. Slim headers. There we go. So this one's here. So if I unlock this, you can see if I unclick that, you've got big headers here. If you click slim headers, then that narrows everything down. And then when I finally lock it, it's much closer. Okay, I've also taken the transparency so you can have it completely see-through, so you can see the black underneath, but I've taken the transparency up so I can see a little bit easier there. Okay, so let's lock that back in place. So here's my interface. Here we go. So this is what I'll be using for a bit. All right, don't know if it's perfect yet, but it will work quite nicely. And then for my combat styles, you'll see this one is set to melee, but if I go to 2, this one has set it automatically then to my ranged abilities, and then 3 has been set automatically to my magic abilities, so I can just simply set which preset I want, and the legacy is there ready to go. But I have left my ultimate and my threshold abilities separate because I think I want to know when to trigger those. I don't want to waste them spending all through my my adrenaline if I've only got like maybe 1, 2 hits left. I just want to leave that. Got my backpack here, got my what I'm wearing here as well. These are all the presets there. Got my quest log here, activity trackers. The rest of my skills are over here should I need to get hold of them as well. Okay, I've got access to all of my skills here. Definitely want to be able to see this. Got my little friends list here. Not that I have any friends. Okay, and then my mini map up in the corner. There we go, all ready to go. So now that we're back into it, now that we've sorted all this out, what's my first job? Well, I think the first job I'm going to want to do is to actually try and activate my lodestones. So this is obviously a very, very large map. There's lots of places to run around to, and I am up here, but maybe I want to go down to Al Kharid. Maybe I want to pop across to Varrock. I want to go to the Grand Exchange, which is just about here, okay, to buy a few bits and pieces. Running that whole distance, it's going to take a very long time. So what we've got here is our lodestone system. So hit on the little H down here for home teleport. It's also up here in the corner, and this is my lodestone. Now here are all of the ones that I can access, okay, are in this area here. All of the other ones you can see that they're there. And what I'll do is this is a free teleport. So if I want to go from Berthop to Tavali, all I have to do is just click on Tavali, and it'll take a few seconds, and off I go. And what I'm going to do really quickly is run around, and I'm going to activate all the lodestones. That is nice and easy to do. So here, so I'm in Berthop, and I want to go south to Tavali. So there you go. So north is behind me now, so I'm going to run down south. And off we go. Now this is going to take a while. Not the most stimulating thing, but once this is done, this is going to make my life a hell of a lot easier. Now the only problem I've got at the moment is I'm combat level 4. It tells me here I'm combat level 4, and that's a combination of all of my skills. So my attack, strength, defense, range, constitution, prayer, magic. I believe it also has summoning is part of that as well. I think there might also be one else in there, whether in there as well, I can't remember. But basically, it does a little calculation. Okay, yes, I would stop and I would do that. So here we go. So this is what a lodestone looks like. Okay, so here's the lodestone here, and if I come to a lodestone, all I have to do is just click on it, and I activate the Tavali lodestone. There we go. So when I come here now, I can now flick between Tavali and I can flick between Berthorpe. Right, I am going to spend a bit of time just running around the place, activating all of my lodestones, and hopefully not getting hit on the way past. Right, there we go. Just activated the last one in Varrock. So if I go over to my home teleport, you can see I have all of these. I did the wilderness as one of the first. I have to admit, I wussed out. I went to Edgeville, put all my stuff in the bank, and then just ran for hell. Wilderness created, teleported back, grabbed my stuff. There's a mugger in Edgeville. I'm going to get that mugger. He just would not leave me alone. Anyway, so activated all of my lodestones. So that's going to make my life a lot easier. And I also started... As I was running around, you can see here I've gone up a level or so, just to not taking out a few people on the way around. So I've got some rabbit, and I've got some a nice charge bow there, and I've got quite a few bones here. So what are my next steps? Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up and let's have a quick look at the Grand Exchange. So the Grand Exchange is just at the top of Varrock here. Okay. Now sometimes you'll actually get some currencies that will teleport you straight to Varrock. To the Grand Exchange, I should say. Sorry. Okay, but you will get used to spending a lot of time in the Grand Exchange. It's a super important place because this is where we are going to make some money. So here's the thing, I've got these bones here. Now I could bury them and start myself off on prayer. However, I have 125 gold coins to my name and not much else. Okay, so this is the Grand Exchange, and if we go all the way down to the bottom here, Grand Exchange tutor, you can have a good conversation here. I most certainly can, but you'll get more complete entertainment when you speak to a Brugson Burson who is standing to my side. Okay. I'm not interested either. That's Niles. Anyway, so we'll look here. So, what we've got here with the Grand Exchange then is you've got this central area in the middle where we can talk to some people. So you've got access to your banking. So if I go over here, I can talk to the banker. I can take all my bits and pieces from there. Okay, or I can talk to the Grand Exchange clerk here. So I have to talk to... Where is he? Brugson Burst. No, that's not you. Not you. Not you. Ah! Go with the megaphone. Here we go. What is this place? Well, this is the fantastic Grand Exchange. We're too happy to help teach everything you could possibly want to know. The tutor nearby can give a brief introduction to. But it's not as fun as me. I want to know everything from you. Okay, so this is probably going to explain a lot better than me. Okay, so here's that central area again. Grand Exchange. Okay, so this is where you put things on to buy and sell. Okay, so what we do, you come here with items to or money. You speak to one of the clerks at the desk corners in the building and access to Grand Exchange. So here we go. So I only get 3 slots available to try and do some trading here because I'm not a member. Okay. So I can either choose to buy or sell. Now, sometimes things will happen straight away, which is an insta sell, which is great. Sometimes it might take a little bit longer, so just be prepared for that. Okay. So you click on which one you're trying to do. So here we've clicked on a buy offer, and down here then you can type in the search bar whatever you're looking for. So if you want to buy some more bones, you click on there and type in bones. You can then type in here how many you want and also how much per item. Now it's going to come straight in for an amount, and that amount there is generally what it's going for in the Grand Exchange, but this can change over time. You can lower your offer if you want to see if you can buy a bit cheaper. You can raise the offer if you want to see if you can try and charge a bit more. Okay, or if you're trying to buy, maybe you're a bit desperate, raise it up, see if someone is trying to raise it up. Okay, and then it's there. Okay, so this is obviously a fake sale, this is not mine. Alright, and it'll sit there for as long as it takes. Alright, they take the money off you when you're trying to do it, they complete the change, and then once they've done that, we go back and we hit collect. Okay, so let's go and have a look here. So I've got my bones. I'm wondering how much to buy. So I'm going to come up here. going to click on this Grand Exchange and I want to sell. Let's see how much I can sell my bones for. So I'm going to offer my bones. Now one is going for 351. If I sell all of them, that's 2,408 coins. Okay, I can maybe try and get a bit more. So let's try that, shall we? So I'll sell a little bit more, see what happens. I'm probably not going to sell them. No. Now this could sit here for ages until someone is so desperate that they're going to spend that much per coin. If I take this down to the guide price though, let's see what happens. People still don't want bones either. Well, we'll leave that there. We'll see if we can sell this rabbit here, because I killed a few rabbits on the way past. I know, very cruel. Now this is a lot more. Ah, and that sold straight away, see? Could maybe have charged a bit more for that. Now I don't have a crossbow, so should I try and sell these bronze bolts? Yep, they went as well. Now how much is this charge bow? That one. Did that come through? 9,000 for a charge bow. Thing is, I think I want to keep that because I don't really have anything available for my ranged offers just yet. So I'm going to put that bow into the bank. So let's click on the bank, click on my charge bow, pop that in there. I've got a few bronze arrows to go with it if I'm absolutely desperate. So there we go. Right, so we've gone all of the lodestones here, and now I've got a few options available to me. So option number one then, I can start doing some quests. So down in the corner I've got all my quests down here I can have a go at. Okay, or I can start just leveling up. So I can pick one of my skills and just go start leveling them up, try and make some money on that way. Or option number three, which I'm probably going to do, is to go down to here. So I'll put my activity tracker in here. Okay, so I put my activity tracker in here, and I've got some paths here. Okay, so I'm going to click find out more. So this activity tracker, now you do get daily challenges here. Okay, so you've got these here, and as time builds up, once we complete all these, there's actually, you get extra rewards if you do these dailies. So let's have a go. So for my activity tracker, load your quiver arrows and craft your own bow using fletching skills. So reward 30 bronze arrows. So craft your own bow using the fletching skill. So follow the arrows. Get the bronze arrows by training with Corporal Booth in the Troll Cave, fletching or defeating. So I've got to do 15 arrows, bronze arrows. Okay, well we can do that. So what I'm going to need for 15 bronze arrows then is, now what am I probably going to do here then? Actually, well, first thing I need some feathers. So give me 2 seconds, let's go get some feathers. Okay, so that didn't take too long. Got myself over 500 feathers just by killing those chickens just in Lumbridge, and I got myself 85 chicken. And if I go to, let's have a look here. So what we can do, if you need to, here you see this little coin in the bottom corner. If I click on that, I can get a price checker, and then we can see how much that chicken is. So chicken, raw chicken, here we go. Raw chicken is currently 1,449 coins. Okay, so if I want to, I could remove all of these. Let's take it as take it in note form, so I can do it in one. Go to my price checker, pop that in. Okay, and we'll add all of it into my price checker, and that is worth 123,000 already just for a few minutes of getting some feathers. That is awesome. Now I've got two choices. I can either try and sell that on a Grand Exchange, get myself some money, so I can buy myself some new kit, or alternatively I can actually use that myself for cooking skill. So I can make that choice later on. Right, so step one, I got myself a load of feathers. Step two, then I'm going to need some wood. So I'm going to need to run up here and start cutting some trees. Now I'm not high enough level to chop down oak just yet, so I'm looking for just some normal trees. Here we go, here's one. There we go, and we go up a level in wood cutting as well. Craft logs, and I want to make 15 arrow shafts. So here we go. Let's just start moving up our fletching skill. As you can see, a lot of these skills are very interwoven. You need the combat skills to get the feathers, you need the fletching skill to make the arrowheads, you need the smithing skill to, you need smithing skill to make the arrowheads, and the fletching skill to make the arrow shafts. It's all matched together. Right, now I need to get some iron. So let's have a look around here. What we got down here? So there's an iron's place down here. So on the map, this is a nice little thing. If you hover over, you can see here that tin and copper is down here, level 1, level 1, level 1. That looks like a fairly safe basic area to get to. That one's got some iron and coal there for later on. I believe that's a members only bank. Okay, so let's pop ourselves south. So got my oars. Let's pop ourselves back up to a furnace then. That don't look good. How do you get to... You have to go through a graveyard. Oh yeah, there's a quest under there as well, isn't there? Right, so according to the map, nearest furnace is up here. Let's have a look. Here we go, it's in here. So there we go, smelt furnace. So let's pop all our ores in there. We'll make all of the bars we can. Here we go. Oh, my yak track's going up. There we go. Right, now let's have a look then. Right, I'm going to make one lot of arrows. So if I scroll down here to the range, here are my bronze arrowheads. Let's start just the one. So you only do one at a time when you're smithing anyway. Oh yes, I haven't warmed it. So I'll be done fast enough anyway. There we go. Right, and we'll just pop the rest of the bronze bars in there. And I've got a couple of cheeky little geodes as well, which is nice, I believe. Let's have a look. Activity tracker. Challenges. Activity tracker. Wow, okay. Either way. Right. So, let's put those geodes in for the moment. I don't want to play with those. And I'm going to withdraw 75 feathers. So, in the order then, we'll click on the arrow shafts. We'll put feathers on the arrow shafts. How fast does this go? Really quick. Okay, and then we're going to click on the arrow shafts and we're going to put some bronze heads on them. Now, has that gone through yet or not? Get bronze out. I just made bronze arrows. Fletching or defeating. But I did that? Load your and crash your go. Get bronze arrows by trading with Corporal Booth in the troll cave. Right. Fine. If you don't like it. Bronze arrows. I don't know what this thing is playing at now. Let's go back up to here then. Let's go to Berthorpe. Now here's the advantage of the lodestone system is now I can just bounce around the place really quick. By trading in the troll, fletching or defeating troll chuckers. No idea. Obviously messed something. Ah, hang on a second. I have a path to follow. Did I have to fletch them in the cave? Is that the thing? Is this a Berthorpe only thing? I would like to trade. Let's have a look. Select this item. Take it for free. Shut that down. Right, equip the arrows in your backpack. So what they do is the arrows go into this slot here. Okay, so this is where you can keep all of it. And it's nice because it frees up. What's going on? Taught tutorial with bronze arrows in your backpack. Right, it's about tutorial. Okay. I should have known. I should have known I was in the wrong place. I'm being too trying to be too smart about the whole thing. That's what's going on. Okay, so tutorial. What are you going to say? Splendid. Need a bow. Right, use your wood carving and fletching to craft a short bow. Okay, so where am I off to now? So here we've got flax, and flax is turned into string. Okay, not to be confused with wool. Okay, so you pick up the flax, and then you go to a spinning wheel. And spinning wheels can either be used on wool or flax. I'm not sure what else they can be used for. Okay, so we go to the spinning wheel, click on it, open up the interface, and here we go. So we've got black wool, crossbow strings, magic strings, and rope. But obviously, can't do those. Anyway, one flax, one bowstring. Cool. Now I need to get some wood. So it's telling me, really is telling me where I need to go, isn't it? Okay. Make a short bow, because that's the first one I can do. Then string it, so if I click on it again, I can then put a string on it. Equip a short bow in your backpack. So that's going to switch out. Hey! You've been rewarded with 30 bronze arrows to get my backpack. Oh! I missed that. Right, so we've started a new path. It's what it is. The way of the ranger. Right, so I've got to move all of these things off. Right, you happy now? Hey! So we go through bit by bit. So we switch to number 2, and these are all of my next ones. It's filling up my bars already here. Okay. Cows in a paddock. I'll tell you what I might do really quickly. Let's have a think. We've got my challenges here. I think I want to get my daily ones done. So let's go mine that and do some basic fishing. So I've got to catch crayfish. Let's get these out of the way. There we go. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 of those. Right, here we go. So I have got my arrows equipped. I have got my bow. Where's the rest of my arrows come? Okay, we click from a range, and now I can do that. 4, 5. Awesome. Right, so what we've got lots of these. Okay, definitely get rid of the bones. Let's see. Do I really want this crayfish? Really want the leather. Need the leather. I really want the beef as well, if I'm honest. If I'm honest, I want the beef. Come on. Put that in there. We'll put that in there. We'll put those in there for the moment as well. Okay, right. Then Toriel asks, I didn't put this back on. Okay, are you ready to move on? Yes, I am ready to move on. Okay, where the ranger? Learn the art of range combat. 50 bronze arrows. Awesome. Right, craft your own runes. There's no shame in trying, or leather crafting. I think we're going to go for leather crafting. Okay, and off we go. So a chat. Okay, so they're going to tan my hides. So these hides here that I had are now going to be turned into leather. Okay, if I click on this, you can see what I can make. Now these are my ranged ones, so these give me bonuses to range. So just like I've got hands and feet, head, legs, body. Okay, there's even a leather shield. Wow. Crafting level 19. So what we're going to do, let's craft some of these in. So I only want to have, start with the body. So I've got a body, I've got a hat. What else can I do? Into chaps, yep, I can do that. Legs, 1. Put that there. Early. And then magic. Practice your range to collect air by fighting tall shamans, or learn how to buy items and sell from shops. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish getting one of these. So I have not got gloves. Assassin's Creed. Right, what can I do with these extra 4? That one needs 1. 5, 5, 6, 8. So these ones. Okay, so we'll do the legs. Right. Get runes to cast your own magic spells. So sure. Well, let's get this one out of the way. Trade with the troll clave and complete the shop tutorial. Awesome, because I can sell my things now that I don't want. I'll sell these. Get rid of them. Alright, so let's trade with you. I'd like to trade. Buy and sell items. Yep. Purchase an item, simply left click it. If I want to sell it, just click on sell, and then I can choose how much of each item I want to sell. Awesome. Right, several of them. Runes from Apprentice Clara and the Berthop Magic Shop, all defeating troll shamans. Well, we've learnt that going to the shop seems to be a lot faster. Now, here's the rune shop. So, Apprentice Clara, so we'll trade with Clara. And we'll get this item. I'm going to take them all. See what I'm going to do though. Sorry, Clara.
Don't worry. I'm trying to learn about runes from Mistress Khyron. It's a fascinating subject.
Ooh. I need runes. I'll take those as well. Thank you very much. I can take an air talisman, a mine talisman for free. So that's for rune crafting as well. Right, let's run off then. So, does it have to be this tree? I think we've learned that we'll definitely go for the tree that it needs to be. Okay. Collect wool by shearing sheep. Oh, I've got the tool for shearing sheep automatically because it's in my tool belt. Awesome. And then I can just do that. So, wool. Over we go. Into balls of wool. And I'm going to guess then what on the loom. Uh-oh. You stupid bipike. Alright, come on back over then. Oh no, I do have to make it into balls of wool. I'm not totally crazy then. Okay, and then we can weave it into what? We can put it into strips of cloth. Right click, then trade with Jack Oval and get one free thread. Okay.
You'd be surprised how...
Any crafting supplies? I ain't taking one, I'm taking them all.
You'd be surprised how much...
You would be surprised. I'm taking all of your stuff. But that's going to leave me 9. Awesome. Equip the wizard with air runes in your backpack. Done. Ba 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 ba. Okay, so let's drop off a pot, the bait, the bucket. We can drop off these as well. So let's just drop off all of these bits. So what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to put that like that. So I'm going to create a new tab. So if I drop it on the plus, it creates a new tab, and I'm going to move all of these bits from my melee. Ooh. Into my backpack, but look at it. See, that's all in there, that's all my melee gear. And then I'll do the same again, but if I use my bow, and what's better, my short bow, 43, my charge bow. My charge bow is better. Don't know why I'm sat there with that. I can keep all those. And then we'll take all of these there. As we're going to magic anyway. And I seem totally incapable of putting them in the right place. Like that. Is that everything? That mace can go down in the hand-to-hand combat one. And the dagger can go down in there as well. Okay. That's a little bit better. And then we've got another tab, which we'll have in a second, for magic. So, right. Craft a wizard hat in your backpack from strips of cloth. So, wizard hat. Wizard hat 1. There we go. Wizard robe in your backpack from strips of cloth. Wizard robe. Wizard robe top. Just the top. Pop that up. Ooh. A wizard robe skirt. Right, so this one I'm going to need to get some more. Right, here we go then. So, I definitely need a skirt. Don't need 4, just the one will do. Whee! Need some more though, come on. Oh my word, what tree am I hitting down here? Right, let's move trees. See, this is my OCD kicking in now. Can't have odd bits and pieces lying around. It's all or nothing. So let's make a new tab then for magic. Put that in there. I can't put that in, but I can put that in. Right, so I'm going to leave it there. Okay, I'm probably going to be playing around with some more of these paths, going through all these one step by step. I think this is the sort of thing you could probably get done yourself anyway if you wanted to. Thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.